We ran everything. We paid off cops, we paid off lawyers, we paid off judges. Everybody had their hands out. Everything was for the taking. And now it's all over. And that's
Kol Halal, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. In double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And today I have 3 examples of why you should never trust your enemy. Okay? Right there was a scene from Goodfellas. Well, you heard what he said. You know, they ran everything. They paid off cops and judges and whatever else he said. But look at where he is in court. I mean, he's snitching, but that's because they came down on on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, he's in the witness protection, so even when he did what they wanted him to do, which was snitch, you know, he's still under their watchful eye, you know. And it's supposed to be protective services, but they're just keeping an eye on him. You know what I mean? So that's Esau, plain as day. Because some of those Italians, some of those Italians are Jakes. You know what I mean? I'm talking about the real Italians. I'm not sure if the guy who played, who played in Goodfellas, that guy that you just saw is Italian. I don't know. But a lot of Italians are Jakes. You know what I mean? And Esau, Esau is basically everybody's enemy. Esau is his own enemy. Okay, Esau is actually turning against Esau as we speak. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of Edomites coming out against the damn government, and they're tired of everything. Because the Edomites, this is their kingdom. It's supposed to be, every damn Edomite's supposed to be rich as hell. But they're not, because of the greed of their leaders, the elites. Okay? Those banking families, that's why. You know, and Edomites themselves are tired of it. But that's not the focus of today's video. Never trust thine enemy. Now, I have 2 more examples. All right? Now, I'm sure you guys know who this is. Al Capone, one of the most famous gangsters. Like, to this day, everybody knows Al Capone, you know? Scarface. So, this is another example of that, right? Right here. Capone expanded the bootlegging business through increasingly violent means, but his mutually profitable relationships with William Hale Thompson and the city's police meant he seemed safe from law enforcement. So he would do these violent things in order to gain more control, right? You know, and expand his criminal empire. But you know, usually those things you can't do those things. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be all over you. But he had mutually beneficial relationships, okay, with not only the mayor but with the police department. Okay? Now look at this. Capone apparently reveled in such attention, such as the cheers from spectators when he appeared at ball games. Damn, that's crazy. So everybody knew who Capone was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved him. Ah, Mr. Capone over here. Ah. You know, the crowd would go wild. Oh my lord. So many pop-ups. Anyway. He made donations to various charities and was viewed by many as a modern-day Robin Hood. However, the St. Valentine's Day massacre, in which 7 gang rivals were murdered in broad daylight, damaged Chicago's and Capone's image, leading to influential citizens to demand government action and newspapers to dub Capone public enemy number 1. They even gave him a name. Yeah, when they come out, they even gave you a name. When they come down on the Israelites, like the Black Hebrew hatred lovers, or some weird shit, whatever. But you see how Esau do you, man. You know? when when you're no longer profitable, they just throw you out. They chew you up and spit you out. Okay, they use you to whatever means they need, and once you're not profitable to them anymore, look what happens. All right. Now, that's just another example of the never trust you. I mean, look, he was buddy with the mayor. The mayor. So the mayor already knew what was up. You want to tell me the mayor didn't know he was selling drugs and shit like that? Whatever the hell the man was doing. Okay, all these donations. Are you telling me they didn't know where the money was coming from? Come on, man. Come on. The only thing that happened is that, you know what happened? This is exactly what happened. The Valentine's Day Massacre comes out, right? One of the higher ups go up to Capone. Capone, baby, listen, I need to talk to you. Let's sit down right here. Let me talk to you really quick, all right? They're coming down on me, man. They're coming down on me, and I frankly, I don't know what to do, Capone, all right? You know, we've had good times, but my higher ups, the big man, the boss, he expects me to come down on you. Now, the police chief is on his way. Don't resist, and good luck in court, because it's a bloodbath in broad daylight. What do you want me to do? I mean, I can cover your drugs, but I can't cover up the blood in the streets. I don't know what you want me to do, all right? So, it was fun. Oh, Lord, like, that's and that's an accurate representation of what happened, man. You know, they use you until you're no longer usable. Like a damn condom. Like, that's exactly what it's like. So, now look at this. Frank Lucas. Another famous gangster, you know? In fact, there's a EDM artist named Crank Lucas, I think. I think it's hilarious. But anyway. Now, I mean, he's a drug trafficker. All right, now let me get to the part that I wanted to get to. Where is it? Here it is. This is what I wanted to talk about. Lucas only trusted relatives and close friends from North Carolina to handle his various heroin operations. Right? Lucas thought they were less likely to steal from him and be tempted by various vices in the big city. He stated that his heroin, Blue Magic, was 98 to 100% pure when shipped from Thailand. Lucas had been quoted as saying that his worth was something like $52 million, most of it in the Cayman Island banks. Okay? Now, this is where I wanted to go down to. Lucas rubbed shoulder with the elite of the entertainment, politics, and crime worlds. Do you see that? Now look at this. Lucas much preferred to dress casually and corporately. Oh, there we go. Yeah, corporately, so as not to attract attention to himself. When he was arrested in the mid-1970s, all of Lucas's assets were seized. Look at this. The properties of Chicago, Detroit, Miami, North Carolina, Puerto Rico, they took everything. My lawyer told me they couldn't take the money in the offshore accounts, and I had all my money stored in the Cayman Islands. But that's BS. They can take it. Take my word for it. If you got something, hide it, because they can go into any bank and take it. So look at this. Look, man. Lucas rubbed shoulders with the elite, with the elite of the entertainment, politics, and crime worlds. Same way that he had met Howard Hughes. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Who the hell is this? Pilot, engineer, film director, philanthropist. Okay, philanthropist. So he's a rich guy. So, but you see how he kept his family innocent because he only trusted them. You know what I'm saying? He trusted them. But look what happens when he started, what do they say, rubbing shoulders. Look what happens when he started rubbing shoulders with the elite, and they want a piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? And he was breaking them off something. Okay, and the politics. You see what I'm saying, man? Everybody's corrupt, man. Everybody, and they use you until they can't use you anymore. And in his case, they used him even after they were done with him because they seized everything in his offshore accounts. is a damn shame. Okay? It is a damn shame. Now look at this. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and Mammon. That was Luke 16:13. And that's right. Look what happened when they started getting those itchy hands for you know what I'm saying? When they started in Capone's case, he started reveling in the cheers and the admiration of these fans. Okay? He loved the attention. Okay? They also loved the money. But you can't serve the Most High in Mammon. And they weren't serving the Most High anyway. Which is when, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua ultimately brought them both to their downfall. You know? I think Al Capone died of like some nervous system disease or something like that. So, hey, damn. And he had to have that for a couple years. Even when when he was making his money, that time he had it. So the Most High had it out for him from right then when he started that BS. And with Frank Lucas, he had that nigga blind. He is a nigga. That's a nigga right there. He had him blinded. You know what I mean? He thought it was cool because, they thought they were safe because they were paying off what they needed to pay off and this and that. But they didn't see that you're not supposed to trust your enemy. That's not you cannot. Because they're always plotting to get you. The only thing that they're really even plotting on is when to get you. When is this guy gonna outlive his usefulness, and then we can get him? That's basically what goes on in their minds, man. I have Ecclesiastes 12 and 10 pulled up. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand side, lest he take thy seat. And thou, at the last, remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Now, look at that. That's right, man. He stand up in thy place. And they took those dudes out, right? But who is the biggest drug dealer in the world? It's these damn pharmaceutical companies. And that's straight Esau, man. And they do it legally. And those pharmacy drugs, they fuck you up. They stand up in thy place. And not only do they stand up in thy place, they stand up proud. All those officers who busted Al Capone and Frank Lucas, and the Goodfellas, right? They have them in the papers talking about how much they got from them, how many pounds of this, how many pounds of that, how much money they got from them. Even the judges in the papers, the person who handed out the sentence. You know what I'm saying? They stand up proud. All the while, they were right there with you. Hey man, that goes back to, they even do it in damn undercover stings. Undercover stings, man. They put somebody in the gang That dude will do all type of shit with the gang. But hey, surprise, I was the undercover agent the whole time. I killed 3 people with you guys, but I'm not gonna get charged. You are. This place needs to be destroyed. But hey, let's read verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or as any such as come nigh wild beasts? And that's right. That is absolutely right. Like, as you know, we're saying don't trust thy enemy, but another thing I'm saying is that's what Joe has to get. You know, that's what you get. Because, I mean, even the low level drug dealers know not to trust the damn cops. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they did trust the cops, but they trusted them way too much. Even a little bit of them trust. You know what I'm saying? You trusting in Esau right there. A political figure at that. They're the slimiest of the slimy. And on top of that, it's just Esau. Okay, it's Esau, man. Like I said, a lot of Italians are Jakes, man. A lot of Italians are Jakes. And, you know, they mostly look down upon, the Southern Kingdom. I mean, you can just look at what a lot of Emites call the Italians. They call them white niggas. Because hey, they get down like niggas do. They do. Man, the mob wasn't nothing to play with. You know, they get down just like niggas do, man. So it makes sense why they were called white niggas. And it makes sense that they are Jakes, because, hey, Edomites, they look down upon them. But they had some damn nerve looking down on the Southern Kingdom, black people, so-called black people, And that's why I guess that kind of contributes to why they thought they had it in, because of the color of their skin and the color of the other people's skin. But it don't matter to Esau, man. Esau uses his own damn people and throws them away. How much more so a white nigga? How much more so? And this is Luke 11 and 3, right? This is going to be the last scripture. Give us day by day our daily bread. Okay? Our daily bread. And that's more important than, never trusting thy enemy. Because you can never trust thine enemy, but if you're not content with what you have, then you're going to fall. Because you're not humble. You have to humble yourself before the Lord, And they didn't humble themselves. Like the article said, they reveled in that attention, Even, Frank Lewis, he tried to dress, what was it, corporately? I think that's what it said. But he tried to dress conservative. Even in the movie, if you watch the movie American Gangsters, it showed that he didn't like the flashy stuff. But he let it get to him. That infamous chinchilla coat that he had, that he wore to that fight. You know what I'm saying? Bringing attention to himself. He wasn't content with his daily bread. You see what I'm saying? He just wasn't. And hey, you can't serve the Lord and Mammon. Like I said, they weren't serving the Lord, but still. That also contributed to their downfall. They didn't care about the Lord. Okay? They didn't care about being content with their daily bread. They didn't care about being humble. So, yeah, just wanted to bring that out, man. That was one of the more interesting videos I've done, So, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and Shalom.